Hey guys, I am the math professor, Kyle Martin, and in this video we're going to look at equations with variables on both sides of the equal sign. Okay, so here's an example, but before we do that, we have some different possibilities with these types of equations. And these, we're going to either have one solution like we had with our one-step, two-step, and multi-step equations, right? That's the type we've been getting so far, is just one solution. But we also have many solutions and no solutions. So if we have one solution, we're going to get an equation that ends with something like, x equals 4. Okay? One solution. X can only be 4 to make that statement true. All right? With many solutions, though, the x's, or whatever variable we're given, will cancel. And then what we're left with is something that's true, like 2 equals 2. Okay? Or 0 equals 0. Something that when we're done, that's a true statement. Now, no solution happens when we're left with something that's false. For example, if my x's cancel and I get something that's like -7 equals 3. That is not true, okay? Which means this would be no solution. All right, so let's try this one up here and we'll see if that's one solution, many solutions, or no solutions, and then we'll try a few others too. All right, in this example, 3n minus 5 equals 7n plus 11. The easiest way to do these is to move your smallest variable term to the other side. Because we don't want them on both sides. We want to get our variables on one side. So here I'm seeing I have a 3n for one variable and a 7n for the other. The smallest one is my 3n. So I'm going to move this over using my inverse operations. Here it's currently positive, so I need to move it over using subtraction. Right? And that leaves me on the left side with just -5. And on the right side, 7n minus 3n is 4n plus the 11. Okay, so let's move things away from my n term. Trying to move this 11 over. I have to move that over with subtraction. The 11s will cancel. -5 minus 11 on the left side gives me -16. So -16 equals 4n. To get the n by itself, since it's being multiplied right now, we can divide by 4. And n equals -4. Okay, so you notice here we still have a variable, which means I'm going to have one solution. In the other examples with many solutions and no solutions, the variables cancel. So in this case, this is one solution. The only solution that works here is n equals -4. Let's try a few others. All right, so I have a few other problems here for us. Remember, though, that we have our one solution, many solutions, and no solution, different types of solutions, okay? So in this first one, we have -n plus, or -24 equals 5 minus n. So in this one, what I want to do is, again, move my smallest variable to the other side. But they're both just -1n. So if I add one of these n to the other side, what happens is they're actually both going to cancel. And that leaves me with -24 equals 5. So my choices up here, it's not one solution because I don't have any more variables. It's not many solutions because I don't have a true statement. I have a false statement. So this is going to be no solution. -24 does not equal 5. So this is no solution. No solution for that one. Okay, what about number 2? Number 2, it looks like we have to distribute this 2 through. So 2 times the quantity x plus 6 is going to leave me with 2x plus 12. And then equals negative times the quantity 4x minus 36. Now this negative out front of this quantity, I can make this a -1. And then that -1 needs to be distributed through. -1 times 4x is -4x. -1 times -36. Negative times a negative is a positive. So positive 36. And then my smallest variable, is it going to be 2x or -4x? Well, negatives are all smaller than any positives, so I think my -4x is smaller. So I'm going to move that over to the other side by adding 4x. Okay, 4x's will cancel. 2x plus 4x is 6x. Bring down my plus 12. Bring down your equal sign, and then equals 36. All right, the x is on the left side, so I need to move the 12 to the other side by adding it, by subtracting it. Oops. By subtracting 12. And then 6x equals 36 minus 12 is 24. Divide both sides to get the x by itself. 24 divided by 6 is 4. Okay, so this is one that has just one solution. It's the exact same example I put up here, x equals 4. So we still have a variable equals one number. That's one solution. What about number 3? Number 3 says 2.5 times the quantity 4x minus 4 equals 2 plus 10x minus 12. So a little bit of a long one, but let's just take it one step at a time and it shouldn't be too bad. 2.5 times 4 is 10. You can use your calculator to check my math there, but 2.5 times 4 is 10. 2.5 times negative 4 would be negative 10. Okay, and then on the other side, it looks like we can maybe combine some like terms. I have a 2 and a negative 12, so 2 minus 12 is negative 10. And then bring down my 10x. And then it looks like I need to move my smallest variable term, which in this case, they're both positive 10x's. So let's see what happens here. If I subtract 10x on this side, subtract 10x on this side, that leaves me with negative 10 equals negative 10. That's true. Okay, my variables are gone now, so it's not one solution anymore. It's either going to be one of these two, and it happens to be one that's true, so that's going to be many solutions. So for this answer, I'm going to say it's many solutions. Okay, now I will say your teacher might say this is all real numbers, infinitely many solutions. There's a few different names for this one. I like to call it many solutions. All right, last one we're going to do is number 4. This says 5x plus 4 times the quantity negative 5x plus 3 equals 1 minus x. All right, there's a lot going on here. If I look at my equal sign, though, I'm going to draw a line down it. I have a lot more going on the left side. In fact, I think I need to distribute my 4 through first. So let's just bring down this 5x for now. And then 4 times negative 5x is negative 20x. 4 times 3 is 12, positive 12, equals, and then 1 minus x, let's just leave that alone for just right now. All right, what do I have here? On the left side, I have two x terms. I can combine those. Okay, so usually the order you want to do this in is distribute, combine, then use inverse operations to solve. So we distributed, now I need to combine. 5x minus 20x is negative 15x plus 12, get rid of that line, equals 1 minus x. Still haven't done anything to the right side yet. All right, but now I need to look for my smallest variable term. My choices are negative 15x or negative x, or which is the same as negative 1x. So what's smaller, negative 15 or negative 1? Well, negative 15 is a lot lower, right? Think of like a swimming pool. If you're down 1 foot versus down 15 feet in the pool, negative 15 is a lot smaller. Which means I need to move that over. So I add 15x to both sides. It's going to cancel on the left side, leaving me with 12. On the right side, 1, and then negative x plus 15. Well, negative 1 plus 15 gets me up to 14. 14x. Okay, so my x term's over here now, which means I need to move my 1 over. And then 12 minus 1 is 11. 11 equals 14x. Divide both sides by 14. And 11 divided by 14 cannot simplify, so this one, the answer is just x equals 11/14. And we'll keep our answer just like that.